Again, welcome all of you on this online platform. In this video, I'm going to teach you the functions of finance managers in terms of managing the short-term capital. It is a very important and it is a very challenging task for the finance manager to manage the working capital efficiently and effectively. So on how they will find the requirements of the working capital and how they will assess and examine the operating cycle, period, dates, how they will calculate it. All these things I'm going to discuss with this in this video. So please watch it properly, consistently. Now, so first of all, I'm going to introduce myself. Dr. Anil Tiwari. I'm going to teach you in this video what the functions of finance manager. Now, as we know that the functions of finance manager in the working capital management, first one is the forecasting the working capital requirements, and second one the finding the source of the working capital. What are these two important role and two important decisions which is taken by the finance manager. One is the forecasting the requirements of the working capital, and second the finding the source of working capital. How they will perform this task, we are going to be discussing now. Forecasting the requirements of working capital. For that, they can adopt the two methods. The two methods, what first is the operating cycle method, and second one is estimation of components of working capital method. Here I am going to explain the first method, operating cycle method. First of all, I'm going to tell you what is the operating cycle. What in the sense perform, execute. We know very well. First of all, we start from this the cash. We arrange the cash. We can say that is the working capital. Now we invest in this capital in the operations. So now first of all we will arrange what the cash. On the basis of that cash we will purchase what the raw material. On the basis of that particular raw material we will produce what the work which is semi-produced. We can produce the product which is semi-produced. Semi-produced in the sense the process is going on. It means it is the work in progress. It means now this raw material will convert into the work in progress. When it is not a convert into the final product. So and now after the work in progress, this particular product will be converted into the finished goods, and then this finished goods we will sell into the market, either cash. So whenever we will sell that particular product in the cash, so we can easily receive it. So the cash will be again received. Again we will introduce in the raw material, and this cycle will be going on. When the problem is where when we will what sell the product on the basis of the credit. So here now we'll get the problems to receiving of this what a cash. So as we sell the our goods on the credit, so one account will be open. It is known as debtor accounts. So after sometimes this debtor will convert into the cash. So this cycles rotate in the manufacturing. So this is the cycle what here I have represented. So that is the, we can say, the operating cycle for the manufacturing. Now, second cycle, what you are seeing in this screen is we can say on the basis of the trading. What does this mean, the trading? Trading in the sense that now you are a supplier, or you just purchase the material and sell out. You don't go for in the production or manufacturing. Just you are working as a trader. You are taking the material and selling it. So now again you require the cash for purchasing the material, and that you will sell either in the to the debtors, and debtor they, will give you what a cash. So this cycle will operate. This cycle will go on as time will pass. So this, due to this reason, we can say that the operating cycle is follow the rule of going concern. Now, There is cycle from cash to raw material, then work in progress, and this again in converted into the cash. The pathway is called the operating cycle. We know very well. Now again we are going to discuss what. So what are the operating cycle length? Length differs from one firms to another. More length of work operating cycle, then more than risks of the working capital inadequacy. If your length is the what we can say the highly, which means the number of days you take for cover up or complete this process, so definitely you got working capital block in that particular. So when your working capital block, so definitely the risks will rise. So the short cycle is a what a efficient. So now, what are significance of the operating cycles? The surplus generations of funds, what you have invested, now you have to earn more than that. We know very well. So that surplus will be generated. The fund rotations, the funds comes and then again it is converted into the raw material. Then again it is converted into this what cash, and this rotation will be what based on the going concern. What I say, this is the follow the principle of the going concern. It is a repetitively process. Now again the questions arise, how we will compute the working capital cycles, what a format. So now you can see we can calculate the working capital cycle on the basis of that particular format, but it is the raw material storage period, and in this raw material storage period we will add what the working progress holding period, and then the finished goods holding period, and debtors collected period, and less creditor payment period, and then we will get what the net operating cycle period. So that is the format of what the computations of the working cycle. Now we are going to discuss what the formula of various components of the working what of the operating cycle, how we will calculate what the raw material storage period. So for the calculating the raw material storage period, we can say the average stock of raw materials divided by cost of raw materials consumed and multiply by the 365 days. On the basis of that, we can calculate the raw material storage period. Now, second is the work in progress holding period. In the average stock of work in progress divided by cost of work in progress consumed and multiply by the 365 days. So this formula we can use for calculating the work in progress holding period. Third one is the finished holding period. Average stock of the finished goods divided by the cost of goods sold and multiply by the 365 days. On the basis of that, we can calculate the finished holding period. And the fourth one is we can say the debtor collection period. Average accounts receivables divided by credit sales or multiply by the 365 days. On the basis of that, we can calculate the debtors collection period, and last creditors payment period we can calculate by average accounts payable divided by the credit purchase and multiply by the 365 days. Now see, let's we can what use this entire this formula on the basis of this one numerical. The what it is, just I'm going to be explain here. The compute the operating cycle in days from the following information extract from the books of manufacturing company. The period converted, what it is the 365 days. The average total of data is rupees 4,80,000, and the average cost of raw material is 44 lakhs, and the average work in progress is we can say that is the 1 crore, and the average cost of goods sold rupees the 1 lakh, you can say the 1 crore 50 5 lakhs, and the average raw material stock is the 3 lakhs 20,000, and the average working stock equal to the 3 lakhs 50,000, and average finished goods in the stock of 2 lakhs 60,000, and total sales of the year is 1 crore, we can say the 60 lakhs. Credit allowed by the suppliers equal to the 16 days. See, the computations of component of operating cycle period. First, the raw material holding period equal to average of raw materials divided by raw materials consumptions multiplied by the 365 days. So three lakhs, we can say the 20,000, and this is the 44 lakhs divided. So this will be a 27 days. So what a raw material holding period is 27 days. Now work in progress holding period is average work in progress process stock divided by the work in progress consumptions multiplied by the 365 days. So 3 lakhs 50,000 divided by the 1 crore, and what multiply by the 365 days. So it will be a 13 days. Finished goods holding period equal to the average finished goods divided by the whatever the finished goods consumptions multiplied by 365 days. It will be a 2 lakhs 60,000. What it is of average finished goods. So how you have calculated the average finished goods, opening balance of the finished goods and the closing balance of the finished goods. So we will divide by the two. On the basis of that, we can calculate the average finished goods. So it will be a 9 days. It is a very easy to calculate. Now debtors collection period equal to the average debtors divided by the sales multiplied by 365 days. 4 lakhs 80,000 divided by the 1 lakh 1 crore 60 lakhs multiplied by the 365 days. So it will be 11 days. The creditors payment period equal to the 16 days. Let's say the raw material holding period, all these figures we will incorporate with this format. The raw material holding period equal to the 27, add what the work in progress holding period equal to the 13, and add finished goods holding period equal to the 9, and the add data selection period 11, unless creditors payment period is 16. So net operating cycle period is equal to 44 days. So on the basis of that, here we have calculated the operating cycle days and length of operating cycle. You can use this formula to calculate the what we can say the operating cycle's length. So thank you all of you. In my next video, I will teach you another method of finding the source of the working capital and estimation of the working capital requirement.